Hello friends and welcome to your Friday Picker card readings. I hope you are well and I hope you've had a good week. It's been a chilly one for us, hasn't it? I think this is the first time in a very long time that I've actually felt the cold. I do love our winters that we have here, especially where I am here in Durban, South Africa. It doesn't really get cold, but this week it has been chilly and it's been absolutely wonderful. I know everybody I've spoken to has gone, oh, it's so cold, but I absolutely love the cold weather. Anyway, so I thought today I'm going to grab 3 decks for us to work with, and I'm hoping that we get some really awesome messages. So we're going to work with 2 oracle decks and a tarot deck this week. So you know what you need to do. You need to close your eyes at this point, so make them closed. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in, hold it for a brief second, and exhale it out. And with the exhale, and with every exhale, exhale out all your stress, all your worries, all your anxieties and all your stresses of life. Just for this brief moment, just let them all disappear, let them all go away. And just let your breathing get into a natural rhythm. And when you're feeling a little bit relaxed, when you're feeling a little bit more comfortable in your seat, you may open your eyes and look at the image that's on screen right now. And with this image on screen right now, you want to see which of the bundles is the one that seems to be calling you. Which of these images or which of these groups is the one that seems to have the message that you need to hear today. And really listen to your heart and soul. Listen to what's happening within your body. Are your eyes constantly looking at a particular group? Are you, feeling drawn? Are you the kind of person that always picks a particular bundle? Is that really the bundle today that's calling you? Okay. And when you have your bundle, when you know which bundle you're going to go for, so what happens now is the video will continue, but there are timestamps or there are sections of the video that will give you each part of it. So you don't have to watch the whole thing. If you've chosen bundle 3, you don't have to watch bundle 1 and bundle 2. So if you are on my blog down below, you will see it'll have bundle 1, bundle 2, and bundle 3 or whatever, and you can just click straight onto the time and it'll take you to that video. If you are on YouTube, the little red bar across the bottom, the time bar, I don't know what it's called, that is also separated now to give you the intro, the message 1, message 2, etc. Or if you open up the description below, you'll get them as well. So in so many different places, you can find all that you need. So you don't have to sit through all the messages. You can just go straight to the message that has, or the bundle that has the message that you need. And as always, as I ask each week, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so to my YouTube channel. It does help. The more people subscribe, the more people like, the more people comment, the more people see. So if you've enjoyed my work and if you enjoy what I do, the best way to support me, besides for booking a one-on-one session with me, the best way to support me is just to show some love with a thumbs up and a little comment in the description below. But I'm waffling, and you're not here to hear me waffle. That's not what you like. Rene, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Just take us straight to our messages. So let's go and get the messages that you need, and I shall see you each one. So you chose bundle 1 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So as I said in the intro, I'm using 2 oracles and a tarot deck today, and I'm going to start with this oracle deck, which is the Enchanted Map Oracle. So we're going to start with oracle just to get a theme, just to get a kind of feel for what the message is going to be all about. Then we will go to the tarot, and then we'll finish off with another oracle deck. So we're shuffling. And at this point, we're asking that all the cards that we draw today from each of the bundles, may it be exactly the message that you need to hear today. May it be the message that has the answers, the inspiration, and the guidance that you need. Whatever it is that's troubling you, whatever it is that's happening in your life, may it be relevant. May it make sense to you, and may it give you the guidance that you need. I think I've shuffled enough. So Enchanted Map. Going to go one over there. I have to laugh. So obviously we're in lockdown, and obviously we have coronavirus pandemic and all sorts of stuff happening. And Just this week, our president told us that we can go to the movies and we can go to a restaurant and we can do all sorts of things, but you can't visit your family and you can't visit your friends. And here, bundle one, you get unexpected visitors. So I'm having a chuckle because I'm tying it to that. But as I'm saying that to you, I'm hearing Spirit say that this is not about unexpected visitors to your home. This is not about having a cup of coffee with your family or a friend or anything like that. What this message is talking about is unexpected visitors from Spirit, from them. Okay, so all of you who chose bundle one, you need to be paying attention to the weird, the strange, the peculiar, the unusual that's happening around you, and understand and recognize that it is Spirit trying to get your attention, just as they're doing right now by literally giving you this card, unexpected visitors. So Spirit are wanting you to know that they're always around, that they're always near, that they're always close by, and they want to work with you. They want to help you. They want you to know that they love you. So whatever it is that you're dealing with in your life, just pay attention to your surroundings. Are you constantly hearing a song on the radio? Maybe there's a message in that. Are you constantly losing your keys and every time you find them, they're in a strange place? Are you constantly hearing somebody call out your name and when you turn around, there's nobody there? What is it that you are noticing? What's happening? Is there a particular bird that keeps coming and sitting? I've got one that flies into my kitchen every day. And it just merrily flies around and helps and, sits here and sits there. And then when somebody walks in the kitchen, it flies out again. So we have these things and we need to pay attention because we need to understand that it is Spirit's way of reaching out to us and saying, hi, we're here and we love you. Okay, so look out for the unexpected visitors. I also want to say to you, if you find that you are suddenly seeing a lot of nunus, and for those of you not in South Africa and you don't know what a nunu is a little insect, okay? If you're finding a little insect that you don't particularly like, but if you're seeing it all the time, Spirit often do that. They'll give us things, they're not going to give you a kind of nunu, a kind of insect that you're not going to notice. They're going to give you one that's going to make you jump out of your skin and get a fright. And that's how they grab your attention. Okay, so look out for the strange and the peculiar. Look out for the unexpected visitors that are happening in your life and know that it is Spirit's way of saying hi, saying, I love you and I'm here. Okay, so be interesting to see how the tarot relates to that. So I'm going to, and today I am using the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. That's the deck that I've chosen to use for all of you today. And it really is a gorgeous, gorgeous deck as you're about to see. So Spirit, seeing as you are wanting everybody who chose this particular bundle, you're wanting them to recognize and to know that you are. Let's make sure that this message is appropriate. So what do you want to say? What is the message of guidance, hope, and inspiration that you want to pass on? Okay, and I think I have shuffled enough. So I'm going to take two, one from there and one from there. Let's see. So the first one we have is the Five of Cups. And as you can see with the Five of Cups, she's sad, she's lonely, she's not feeling very happy. She's upset about the broken cups that she has down here. That is why she's upset. Something has happened that has upset her. Something has happened that's caused her a little bit of disappointment, a little bit of unhappiness in her life. She is more worried about the broken than she is about the two that she's holding. So you can see there, she's got two cups in her hand. And as much as she has potential, as much as she has opportunity with these two cups, she's not seeing that. She's more focused on the cups that she's lost, the cups that are broken, those that are damaged. Connected to that card is the Two of Pentacles, or the Two of Coins in this particular case. And you can see he's riding a little bicycle, well, maybe not such a little one, and he's trying to hold on to whatever he has. So he's trying to juggle, he's trying to hold on to, he's trying to multitask and to do many things, and he's concerned about dropping his coins, dropping his pentacles that he has. So when we look at these two cards together, the message from Spirit for all of you today, all of you who chose this bundle, Spirit is saying to you that we get that you're unhappy, we get that you're sad, we get that things aren't always going according to plan, we get that sometimes things break, we get that sometimes there's disappointment. But what they're saying to you is don't try and tackle everything at once. Don't try and handle everything, because when you do, that's when you're going to drop. You can't carry 5 glasses in this particular case, okay? You have to recognize, you have to have a plan, you have to have a strategy. Don't try and make it up as you go. So Spirit is saying to you, we're here, we've got you, we love you, we're with you, we want to help you, but we can't help you unless you let us in. Don't try and do everything on your own. Don't try and be the superhero here. Don't try and ride the unicycle. I'm calling it a unicycle. I know that's not what it is, but I can't think of its name right now. Don't try and ride your little bicycle while holding everything, while juggling everything, while navigating the wind and everything else that's going on around you. Don't try and do everything on your own. Let the unexpected visitors help you on your journey. Let the unexpected visitors guide you, help you, and offer assistance on your journey. Don't feel like you have to do it all on your own. Don't feel like you have to, and don't focus on the disappointments. Focus on the opportunities, the two that she has in her hands already. Focus on those and recognize that, yes, even though we have a little bit of damage, even though we have a little bit of loss, we're going to be okay. But don't try and do everything at once. Have a little bit of a strategy, have a little bit of a plan, and allow others to help you. I like that message. I think that's pretty awesome. Hey? Pretty awesome. All right, so I'm going to put these down here in front of me. We're going to keep them, keep referring to them. And now, interestingly enough, the third deck that I've chosen to use today is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. So seeing a spirit are talking to you today, seeing a spirit are giving you the message that you need. Let's see what else they want to say. So this is a really interesting oracle deck and one of my favorites. I know I say that about absolutely every single one of them, but it certainly, I'm sure the message that we're going to get from here is going to tie in just perfectly. Let's see what we get. Okay, shuffle, 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 and I think I've shuffled enough. Taking that one. Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. I think it's fabulous. You know, if you look at this card, she's not loving and she's certainly not letting herself be loved. Neither is our dude on the bicycle. You know, he's trying so hard to do it by himself. He's not letting anybody in. He's not working with anybody. He's not allowing anybody into his space. So we have unexpected visitors. Just look at the red in the red. Just love it. Okay. So we have unexpected visitors, which we've determined is spirit. And spirit is saying to you that they love you. And that's exactly what Heart Guardian is all about. Heart Guardian is saying, I love you. And spirit love you. Spirit are just so wanting to be part of. They're wanting to ease your pain and ease your burdens a little bit. But they can't do that if you don't let them in. They can't. So don't try and do it all on your own. Let spirit in to guide you. Let them into your heart center. Let them into your heart center and let them help you to ease the burdens a little bit. You don't have to feel so alone. Spirit are right there to help and guide you. So friends, those of you who chose bundle one, I'm not even going to ask you if you thought that was a fabulous message, because I know it was a fabulous message and just what you needed to hear. So remember, please, as I ask always, if you did enjoy this message, give me a thumbs up below and I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Take care of yourself, from my heart to yours. Until I see you on Monday for your Taroscopes, you take care. And hello to those of you who chose bundle 2 as the bundle that has your message that you need to hear today. Welcome. I hope you are well and I hope you've had a good week. So today I am using 2 oracle decks and a tarot deck, and we're going to start off with an oracle deck, and we're starting off with this one, which is the Enchanted Map Oracle, to sort of give us the theme, to give us the kind of the overall of what our message is all about today. So as I'm shuffling, I'm asking that all the cards that I draw today for you, all the cards that I draw for everybody who's watching right now, may it be exactly what you need to hear. May it be relevant to what's going on in your life right now. May it be relevant to your situation, to your worries and to your concerns. May it give you the message of hope, the message of guidance, the message of inspiration that you need right now. And may it come with so much love. Right, let's see what we get. Taking that one over there. I couldn't even read it. What does it say? Balancing act. Oh, how lovely. Let's just see if I can get the camera to focus on that. I like balancing act. So balancing act is not easy. I mean, sometimes they can make it look so effortless, as this lady is doing. She's making it look quite effortless, but actually it's not. It's really difficult because balancing act is not just about balancing what is on the rope, but it's about balancing and keeping yourself steady and secure throughout the whole process. Okay. So all of you who are watching Bundle 2 right now, clearly you are balancing something in life. You're trying to find that balance. You're trying to find that happy medium, if I can call it that way, so that things don't topple one way or the other. And you know what? It's not easy. It's really not easy. And it's not something that you get to a certain point and then you can stop. You have to sustain it. You have to maintain that balance at all times. So it's difficult to get to the balance point. And once you're there, it's really difficult to keep and sustain it. So that's really interesting, balancing act. Okay, so I'm going to leave that card in front of me, and I'm now going to pick up the tarot. And today I am using the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. Such an awesome deck. So I'm going to shuffle. And we're asking for the tarot to give us the insight and the information that we need about this balancing act. What do we need to know in order to have the balance? What do we need to do to keep the balance or to achieve the balance? Or what is it that Spirit wants you to know about this balancing act that you are struggling with or trying to achieve in your life right now? Okay, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Gosh, it's cold when your jewelry is suddenly falling off your fingers because you shrunk, not because of anything else except that it's cold. Right, let's draw. I'm going to take one card there, and I want to take one card from over there. So we've got 2 cards for your balancing act. How gorgeous these cards are. Aren't they just absolutely exquisite? So the first card we have is the moon. And what I like about the moon is that it's all about cycles. It's all about intuition. It's all about the inner knowing. It's all about trusting and believing in yourself and knowing who and what you are. But it's also, the moon reminds us that not everything is as it seems. If you look at your garden in the daytime and then you look at your garden in the nighttime, it always looks very different. Everything looks different by moonlight. And this is what this moon card is reminding you. But it's also saying to you that you've got to trust that it's the same garden. You've got to trust that it is the same place. So this balancing act, this balancing that you're trying to do in your life, let's just find the card. This balance that, there we go. This balance that you're trying to achieve, it may be really difficult because you're looking at it in the incorrect light. It may be just a cycle. The moon is a 28-day cycle and there's no changing that. The moon affects our tides, it affects our emotions. So I'm reading and interpreting this, that the balancing act that you're trying to do is between your light and your dark aspects of self. Wow. Okay, your light and your dark aspects of self. So it's trying to find that balance within you. So it's not an external thing. Normally with the moon card, and normally when we talk about balance, we could be talking about your finances and your emotions, or your work and your home. In this particular case, it's about you. It's about here. Okay, it's about the emotions and the stuff that's happening here within your heart and soul, and trying to understand. And the message from Spirit for you here is to trust. Don't trust anybody else. Trust yourself. Okay? So don't trust an external. Trust you. Trust what's happening here within your heart and soul, and know that whatever it is that you are intuiting is absolutely correct. Love that card. It's so pretty. So pretty. Can you see how vulnerable she's being as well? Sorry, I just needed to mention that. So she's sitting at the edge of the pool. She is completely naked. She's vulnerable. She's exposing herself to the moon. She's exposing her vulnerabilities, if I can call it that, to the moon. But she's got complete faith, complete trust. She's not feeling nervous or afraid at all. Right, let's see what else we have with it. Oh, how fabulous. Page of Wands. So as you can see, the Page of Wands is young. Naive. Naivety is a word that comes through. It's about feeling like ambitious, feeling like you know it all. I mean, if you look at this young person, and if you know how young people work, young people of a certain age sort of have this kind of, oh, I know it all. They have that attitude of knowing, that attitude of I can do it. They think that they're grown up. They think that they're big, but actually They're not. and maybe this is where you're at, and maybe this is the struggle that you're having. Let's look at the two together. So the Page of Wands is, to me, it's about you've still got a lot of learning to do. You've still got a lot of exploring to do. You've still got a lot of understanding to go in the things that you do, okay? In your work, in your day-to-day life. There's still a lot that you need to learn, a lot that you need to understand, and a lot that you need to figure out. Because it's connected to the Moon card, and because we have this card here, which doesn't want to show you in its light, there we go. And because you have Balancing Act, I'm going to say to you here that your Page of Wands is telling you that you are going through a major transformation at the moment. You're trying to keep it together, okay? You're trying to keep that Balancing Act going. Gosh, the card really doesn't want to be seen in this light. There we go. You're trying so hard to keep that balance. You're trying so hard to keep the Balancing Act going, but it's difficult because life is just carrying on, and you have to carry on doing. You have to carry on working. You have to carry on living, but you're not quite sure what to do. You're not quite sure where to go. You're not quite sure what's happening here. So for all of you who chose bundle 2 today, please understand that whatever you believe in your heart and soul is the truth. Trust and believe in who you are. Stop trying to adjust yourself. Stop trying to Balancing Act to yourself to fit in with the world. Recognize that, yes, you've still got a lot to learn. You've still got a lot that you need to do, a lot that you need to learn, a lot that you need to understand. But it doesn't work following the external. It works following the internal, because that's exactly balancing the light and the dark within yourself, balancing the right and the wrong within yourself. The Balancing Act is about you being truly authentic you and not worrying so much about what everybody else is saying and doing. Follow in your own intuition. Follow in your own heart and soul, and know that that is absolutely perfect for you. Love these 2 cards for you. Stunning. And if we add in, gosh, the Balancing Act. All right, so we're not done yet. I have one more deck that I'm going to draw, and this is another Oracle deck, and it is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. So we're going to ask our angels and our ancestors to help us. How do we find this balance within ourselves? How do we find the balance? How do we keep the balance, and how do we maintain it? How do we know that we're on the right path? How do we know that it's all going to be okay? Let's see what we draw. Shuffle, 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 and I think that's shuffled enough. Gosh, that ring really wants to fall off my finger. You've got Father Sky. Trust in the unknown. You know what? Every week when I do this, I'm always so flabbergasted how, I randomly grab a pile off the shelf. You know, there's no kind of thought process. It's just like random. What do I feel like? What am I in the mood for? And the messages always just seem to tie in so perfectly. And, you know, each one just fits. They just fit. So when I was shuffling, I was asking, how do we know we're on the right path? How do we know that we are achieving this balance that we're so desperately looking for? And we've got Father Sky that says, trust in the unknown. What is the unknown? The unknown is you. You are the unknown, because you're still learning. You're still figuring yourself out. You're still figuring life out. Okay? You're still trying to figure out how it all works and how it all fits together. And it is absolutely exhausting, this Balancing Act that you're trying to hold, this Balancing Act that you're doing, that you're trying to achieve. So Father Sky is reminding you that you are not alone, that you have the strength of that eagle, of that lightning, of Father Sky, that you are doing okay, but you've got to trust in the unknown. You're never going to have a situation where your teacher is going to present itself or your leader is going to present itself. You are that person for yourself. So trust in the unknown. Be vulnerable without being afraid. There's a difference to that. Being vulnerable without being afraid. Trust in the unknown and know that it's all going to be fabulous. I absolutely love that message for you. So for all of you who chose bundle 2, I do hope that that makes sense to you. I do hope that it is relevant to something in your life. And I do hope it brings you the peace, the understanding, and the love that you need right now in your life, while you are, for the last time, juggling your balancing act. So friends, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this for you. If this message helped you, if this message was great, if it made sense to you, can I please have a thumbs up? And as always, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. And until we meet again on Monday for your Taroscopes, from my heart to yours, you take care. And hello to those of you who chose bundle 3 is the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome. I hope you are well and I hope you've had a good week. So today I am using 3 different decks to get you your messages. We're using 2 oracle decks and a tarot deck. We're going to start off with an oracle, then move on to the tarot, and then we're going to go on to the last oracle deck. And we're starting off with this deck that I'm shuffling here. This is the Enchanted Map Oracle. And while I'm shuffling, and while I've got you here, we're asking that the cards, all the cards that we draw today, be relevant to every single one of you that are watching right now, be relevant to what's happening in your life, be relevant to what you're going through, and let it be the message that you need, the message of guidance, the message of hope, the message of inspiration, and the message of love. May it be relevant, may it make sense to you, and may it just give you the peace, love, and understanding that you need in your life. Whoops, throwing one away. Do you know me? I'm just, especially this such a big deck, I battle to shuffle it. Right, but I think I have shuffled enough. We're going to draw exactly the messages that all of you need right now. Let's see what we get. So this card, the first card that we draw is going to be like our theme of all the messages today for you. So you've got card number 24, which says stuck in the mud. So all of you who chose bundle 3, is there an element of being stuck in the mud in your life right now? Are you feeling like a little bit of, I can't move? It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter how hard I try. It doesn't matter what I do. I just don't seem to be moving forward, okay? And you can see, I mean, elephants generally, I'm just trying to get a good view of it. There we go. Elephants generally love the mud, and they generally are drawn to the mud, and they cover themselves in the mud. But maybe his mud was so dry that he's been there for so long now he can't move. So there's this energy of feeling stuck, this energy of feeling like I can't move. So remember, with an elephant in particular, when they cover themselves in mud, it's more from a protection from the sun, like a sunscreen kind of thing. And to make sure that their skin doesn't dry out. But that same situation or that same energy, that same emotion is starting to make them feel a little bit stuck. So if you are feeling stuck, if you're feeling a little bit trapped, or feeling like a little bit of not going anywhere, not making any progress, not movement, let's see what Spirit have for you today to help you get unstuck. So I'm going to leave this card on the table here in front of me. And I'm now picking up the tarot deck. And the tarot deck I'm using today is the Legacy of the Divine Tarot, which is such an awesome, awesome deck. And let's see what the tarot has to say with regards to this feeling of being stuck, this feeling of not moving forward, this feeling of being, I don't want to say trapped, because I don't know if stuck in the mud is a trapped feeling, but there's definitely this feeling of not being able to move and not making any progress. So, Tarot, what are you going to tell us about this today? Let's see. Just trying to hold it in a way that I can draw cards easily. So we're taking one there, and we're taking one over there. Let's see what we've got. So the first card we have is the Page of Coins. So to me, page energy is innocent. Page energy is enthusiastic. Page energy is quite courageous, quite brave, because they don't know what they're getting themselves into. Okay, so a little bit of naivety, a little bit of, I'm going to call it scholar type energy. Okay, so it's telling you that they're still learning. And this is in the suit of coins, or the suit of pentacles, which has got to do with money and material possessions. So this is basically saying to you that this feeling of stuck may be connected to your finances, may be connected to your material possessions and that aspect of your life. And it may be that you're feeling this way, you know in your mind what you need to do to change your circumstances, or that it should be different, or it should be this way, or it should be that way, but you don't necessarily have the, I'm going to call it, experience to carry out your thoughts, your actions, your ideas. So, and that may be what's creating the stuck in the mud kind of energy or feeling within you. Okay, let's see what the other card is that we have. The Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is always an interesting card, and it always carries an interesting story with it. So there we have this maiden who represents you right now, and she has, it's in the night time, it's in the dark. She's decided that she's not happy with her current circumstances. She's not happy with her current place of life, and she wants to move off to better. So she has climbed in the boat. But if you can have a look, I don't know if it is very clear, but she's not alone in the boat. Here by this light, there is a, I'm going to call him a driver. There is somebody who is navigating the boat, but she has no control over the boat's navigation. She's just a passenger. Okay, she may have, when she got into the boat, she may have said to the guy, this is where I want to go, but they're just sort of following the current. They're just following the stream, following the river, going to wherever it takes her, hoping that it's better. Okay, and maybe this particular journey to better, to greener pastures, to whatever, maybe it's taking a really long time, which is also possible, creating the stuck in the mud energy. So let's have a look at these two cards together. So you're feeling a little bit trapped, you're feeling a little bit stuck, and I didn't want to use the word trapped because it's not really trapped, it's just stuck. Okay, so you're feeling a little bit stuck. You're feeling a little bit like there's no progress, and everywhere you look around you, you're not really seeing a light beacon. You're not really seeing much hope. You're not really seeing anybody coming to save you, to make it better. So you're feeling like you have to figure this out on your own. You're feeling like you know exactly what to do, but you don't have the confidence in yourself to carry out the actions. Okay, so instead of just going with the flow, instead of just trusting and hoping that eventually the boat arrives where you want it to, or where it would be a better place for you, maybe it's a case of telling you need to take things into your own hands and you need to trust. So yes, you are young in this respect, in this energy, in this emotion. You still have a lot to learn, but you've got knowledge, you've got the understanding. But what you don't have is the confidence in yourself. Take control of the situation. Don't just be a passenger. Don't just be somebody who goes with the flow. Actually create, make it the way you want it to be. Don't feel like you are too young, too innocent, and too naive. This whole energy of being stuck in the mud is temporary, okay? It is temporary. It's not going to last forever. But if you just give up and you just sit there and do nothing, it will last a very long time. If you are a little bit more proactive, you can change your circumstance and get out of it quite quickly. And I really think that's the message from Spirit for you. You know, I understand we didn't ask for coronavirus to, this pandemic to come along. We didn't ask for us not to be able to work. We didn't ask for whatever the circumstances are that you have around you right now. But it is what it is. The reality is real. But you don't have to be a victim. You don't have to be stuck in the mud. You can find solutions. Trust and believe in yourself. Find the solutions. Work it. Take control of your future. Get in that boat and see where it takes you. Don't just sit, well, I'm stuck, I can't move. You can, but you have to initiate. She chose to get in the boat. Nobody forced her. It was a choice that she made for herself. She is a little bit nervous. She doesn't quite know whether she's made the right decision. And she probably won't know until the boat docks, wherever it lands, wherever it ends up. But she has changed her situation. She's changed her predicament from being stuck to being free. And you can do that too with one action. One action. Even if you're not quite sure if it's the right thing, trust and believe in you. Trust and believe in your knowledge and your understanding, because it'll be the right thing for you. Okay, so I'm leaving those on the table in front of me, and I now want to pick another card from another deck. And this is the Angels and Ancestors deck, which is just really such an awesome deck. I just love the images. I love the messages. I love the way it talks to me, and, you know, like I said, the messages that I get from it. So let's see, what do the Angels and the Ancestors want you to know? How do you change your circumstances from being stuck in the mud to being free, to being open, to being whatever it is that you need for yourself? What is the first step that you need to take? How do you take it? And how are they going to assist and guide you on that journey? Okay. You've got the Direction Guardian. Oh my word, it is just You know, I had this with bundle 2. It was just so uncanny. It was just so, and we've had it again now. It's just amazing. Direction guardian, choose your path. Where's my lady in the boat? Choose your path. You know, yes, there is the situation of feeling stuck in the mud, but maybe the way the elephant is facing right now may not be the solution, may not be the way out. If he turns around, or if he moves just slightly to the right or slightly to the left, he may find his solution. He may find his way out. So just know that Spirit is saying to you that you have multiple choices, multiple options available to you. Forward, that way, or that way, okay? You have to pick. And that's exactly what I was saying about the page energy. Page energy is young, it's naive, it's quite innocent. They have the theoretical knowledge, maybe not so much the practical knowledge. So you've got Spirit saying to you that, you know what, you have enough information to make an informed decision, to change your path, to change your journey, to change your direction, to get out of the mud and to live the life that you so want and deserve. Just look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Love this deck. Love, love, love this deck. So friends, those of you who chose bundle 3, that was really, really awesome. Such a strong message. I hope it makes sense. I hope it's relevant to something in your life right now. I hope it just, whatever it is that you're facing, whatever it is that you're dealing with, I hope it just gave you a little bit of inspiration and a little bit of guidance, a little bit of hope on how to get yourself out of this situation. Okay? If it did, please, I would love a thumbs up from you. And if you inclined, a little message in the comments below would be fabulous. I do hope that you enjoyed that message. And until we meet again on Monday for your tarot scopes, from my heart to yours, you take care.